Now we are observing the operations of the root cutter. Opening of the bales by cutting ropes. Keeping the bale tickets and ropes and habi-jabi near the bale. Taking out bundles from the bale. Identifying the root portion and chopping of the root. Then hackled. Now we are observing the operations of the selector. Spreading of the root end of the mora on the floor. Segregation of higher and lower grades of jute and keeping the jute bundles with major defects separately. Making of a mora of appropriate weight of 1 to 1.5 kg, that is 1.25 kg on an average, and place neatly on the pallet with a half twist with middle of the mora. Bale mixing can be done during selection. Here, normally, moras from two different grades of jute bales are put alternatively on the pallet. After the selection is over, the pallet is taken to the batching section by manually or forklifter. Let us now note the different batch mix usually followed in the jute mills. Sacking war batch, Hessian war batch, Hessian weft batch, sacking weft batch, export yarn batch, etc. In the batching section, the rigid raw jute fibers are softened. The softening of jute fiber is conducted through either spreader machine or softener machine. The objectives of using a spreader machine are: A. Teasing of long jute reed. B. Cleaning of impurities. C. Opening of fiber. D. Uniform application of oil in water emulsion. E. Formation of a continuous assembly of jute fiber mass of more or less uniform mass per unit length. F. Formation of pneumatically controlled fiber roll of 100 to 120 kg suitable for feeding to the breaker car. Let us now understand the working of a spreader machine. The spreader machine has three sections: A. Feed table and feed rollers. B. Slow chain with lantern rollers and fast chain moving 8 times faster than slow chain. C. Delivery section with emulsion spraying and roll former with pneumatic pressure. Sometimes a yarn binder is given prior to the delivery of jute fiber mass for better performance at the feed of breaker card. 1 or 2 side or leader rolls are also fed along with the main feed for better formation of selvage during roll formation at the delivery. This helps better feeding of rolls at the feed of breaker card. Let us now see the operation of a spreader machine. The moras are taken off from the pallet and fed one after another on the feed seat. The feeding is carried out in synchronization with a blinking of light being operated by a timer. 10 to 12 moras are fed per minute. It may be mentioned that the lighter moras should be fed at quicker interval than the heavier moras. The moras are fed with root end first, on which the next mora is overlapped, covering the crop end. After feeding, the moras pass through the fluted feed rollers. Then the jute reeds are passed through the rugged pins of slow chains and held within the pins by the actions of lantern rollers. Then the jute reeds are drawn by the rugged pins of fast chains, being moved by push bar method. Due to higher speed of fast chains, the jute reeds emerging from the slow chain are teased out and combed. First chain track. Star pinion, 2 drive bars. Slow chain drive. Left and right hand bars. After such teasing and combing, an oil in water emulsion is sprayed on the opened fiber mass. Finally, a compressed roll of 100 to 120 kg of jute fiber mass is formed by a pneumatic pressure mechanism. And the desired roll size is formed by an action of a micro switch.